open the Centerville Town Council meeting for December the 11th, 2024. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate,
Here.
Jack Boddicker,
Here.
Gary Holbert,
Here.
Dan Watterson.
Here. Has everyone gone over the minutes for November the 12th, 2024? Are there any additions or corrections to those? If not, I would entertain a motion to accept the minutes from November 12th.
So moved.
I have a motion by David. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Jack. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate,
Aye.
Jack Boddicker,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Watterson.
Aye. Motion carried. Has everyone gone over the special public hearing on November the 12th, 2024? Are there any additions or corrections to those? If not, I would entertain a motion to accept the minutes from November 12th public hearing.
Motion made.
I have a motion by Gary. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate,
Aye.
Jack Boddicker,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Watterson.
Aye. Motion carried. The minutes for November 26th work session. Are there any additions or corrections to those? If not, I entertain a motion to accept the minutes from November 26th.
Motion so made.
Got a motion by Jack. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate,
Aye.
Jack Boddicker,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Watterson.
Aye. Motion carried. Has everyone gone over the claims? Are there any questions? If not, then I would entertain a motion to approve the claims.
So made.
I have a motion by Gary. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate,
Aye.
Jack Boddicker,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Watterson.
Aye. Motion carried. Motion to approve the billing adjustment.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by David. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Jack. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate,
Aye.
Jack Boddicker,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Watterson.
Aye. Motion carried. Motion to approve the allowance report.
So made.
Got a motion by Gary. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Jack. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate,
Aye.
Jack Boddicker,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Watterson.
Aye. Motion carried. Main Street.
We also have,
Oh,
we also have an adjustment in there, for, let me see here.
we'll do that under
Under the
Sanitary.
other, okay,
sewer.
because I didn't stick that on the,
We'll put it under sanitary.
Yeah, because that's a sewer
Do you
adjustment.
have that information we can pass over here and we can copy on our paper, please?
you have a
It's in
copy.
Do we have somebody?
You have a copy.
I'd like to have mine.
Do what?
Who signed off on that?
Sarah always does.
Who went out and checked it out?
Oh, I don't know who.
Do you know anything about it, Kevin?
I'm looking.
Hang on. How does this come up?
604 Willow
Oh my
Road.
gosh, the whole thing.
Something.
Who went through this one?
Virgil did, okay, Virgil.
Virgil did?
And so this was the same issue that we discussed last time, correct? They tried to,
Same address.
they contacted me a couple times and I was.
Same address, different issue, or different issue.
That's good.
Is this going to work?
That's good.
We'll discuss it.
We'll get to
Take this up under water. Railroad.
Trying to be.
Police department.
Oh, I've got one for you.
Awesome.
You're not gonna think that.
Is that what happened to the old Tahoe?
Uh,
I was
Is that one of them?
we've been having nothing but vehicle problems.
Okay.
Our newest one, the 2023, is currently out of Chevy. It's currently out of Chevrolet because it did the same thing that our 2021 did. It lost a cylinder. So, been a valve and all that stuff, and Chevrolet indicated that they kind of knew there was problems with some of them, but they're not allowed to fix them until something happens and it's all under warranty. But the 2023, we thought that it was exactly the same thing, except it actually spun a main bearing yeah, and we got a call back today that the engine's done. So now they're putting a brand new engine in it.
So how long are you down in?
So we're down that, could be another couple of weeks.
And how many other vehicles?
And then we've been having problems with our 2011, it's kind of nickel and diming us.
That's the silver one?
No, the black one. It's the oldest one. It's currently got problems with the compressor, I think. Gary's having to fix it, and he had an engine oil sensor went out on it. That's the latest things with it. Then the gold one, the 2014, the bushings are out on the rack and pinion steering now, so he's got those coming in the morning to fix them. It's been one thing after another. The Taurus, I'm basically going to take it out of service because the catalytic converters, which I believe it has 3 or 4 of them on it, I can't remember what Gary said, but they're plugged up. We've tried that stuff that you can do to burn them out and try to remedy the problem. It's not working. So now the exhaust is coming back into the interior of the vehicle, and if you're driving it very much, you're getting carbon monoxide. So it's going to be taken out of service. You might see the guys using it to leave theirs for repairs or whatever to drive that home, but it's going to be taken out of service because it's not worth putting the money back into on those catalytic converters. And I'm sure you've seen the 2 Tahoes that are sitting up here at the auction at Walter and Hopkins. I've done some research on those, and we were actually going to be interested in trying to buy one. And I've looked at service records and checked into them further, and we don't want to touch them because it's just going to bring us additional problems.
So Ed, there's really no place we can go like a rent-a-car company and rent a police car.
No.
So, what's your thoughts now? I mean, is there any other local authorities that'll help us out maybe for a little bit, or?
Well, we're getting by, but
Yeah,
you know,
what
I'm
happens
looking
in
at
a
the
case
long-
where we need everything? You
I know, but I'm looking at the long haul, and I'm just saying that we're gonna need to look into purchasing some more cruisers. And you're talking, you know, probably, we need to look at 2 of them, if we do it right.
Would you still go with these Chevys now we're having Chevy problems, or?
Well, you can't get Dodges now, Dodge is out of it, and I wouldn't want one to begin
It
with.
ain't like you want a Tesla, right? You know?
And then,
I was gonna say the bicycle is better.
I'm sorry?
The bicycle, he said,
Yeah, that's, I think I already changed the oil on it.
that'd help with the 114-mile-an-hour chase, though.
So anyway, we got a newer Chevy Crew Cab that just sits out there a lot. You know, it's used every once in a while.
It's not a police package.
But hey, can you adapt that? I mean, with some temporary lights or whatever, just to get us by?
Whoa, don't say it right now.
Oh, come on, Dan.
Right
We're only
now.
talking about 2-3 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. As long as they don't crash it, it's okay.
Have you seen how they drive?
I ain't going there.
So I guess what I'm asking for is permission to research on cost and availability of cars.
And you should see her back there. I'll go over there in that patio.
Get some prices on that.
Yeah, and maybe try to avoid, because remember when they had the Chargers and they had such transmission problems and stuff? Remember when we did have that one the black one or something for a while? But
Yeah.
We got one there down there too.
we don't want that old used stuff down the auction, so he's already said that.
You don't want Dodge.
Can't help it, I'm trying to make it all there.
Matter of fact, state police got Dodge Durangos.
What about
They're
these,
not-
your
they're getting rid of
Ford truck seems to be a good truck.
Mhm.
I'd stick with the Chevy.
Yeah,
They're either gonna figure it out or they're gonna make it right, but.
they're making it right.
Yeah, state's
You know, look at the other Chevy Tahoes we got. We haven't had problems. They're just getting to the age where we're gonna have those
The
little.
young man that now owns Studebaker, what's his name? I got his car.
Well, I deal with the Kelly Chevrolet up in Fort Wayne.
I understand, this guy's local and he wants to put some effort into the community. Maybe he'll make us some kind of deal.
I don't know if he can get state bid and then, see, because Kelly Chevrolet has state bid,
Okay.
which are a reduced rate, government rate, and he normally orders extras in. That's how we come across the trucks for the fire department was part of it. And that's where we normally do our business.
So he can loan you a vehicle for a couple of days.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, if
You could take Gerald and go back up to Sheen. I think that.
I don't think that's a business
I think his old cruiser's still sitting there.
We had to put water in it to get it there, and remember?
So, yeah, I mean, we make a motion, give him some authority. I'll make a motion to let Ed research into some new vehicles.
Okay, I got a motion by Jack. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Dave. Will you call the roll, please?
David King,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried.
Okay, give us some more troubles, Ed.
Okay. This Saturday, we're doing something different. You've heard, it's protected shop with a cop. You're not supposed to use shop with a cop without your permission. But we're taking some underprivileged children shopping. The Centerville Police Department is on our own. Thanks to Robert Dykes in big part and Meyer for giving us some donations. We're taking approximately 10 kids Saturday and we're going to Meyer with them. And we're going to spend maybe around $200 each kid buying them some stuff that's necessities, clothing, toys, whatever. So we're doing that on our own, and if it works out well, we got another $900 donation just today from the Round Barn Shell to help us out with that. And Meyer's giving us money for both the food drive and this function as well. So I can't thank them enough. But if it works out well, I think the plan is to try to continue doing this every year as well. And then our food deliveries, our next food deliveries we'll be doing for the holidays is on the 21st on Saturday. And we're doing 80 families again, just like we did for Thanksgiving.
What time are you doing that?
I think I said 11 o'clock is when we're gonna start that morning. Is that what I
And then
told
the
you?
night before, you be putting stuff together?
Friday, Virgil and the town utility guys, they like to help out with that. And they stepped up and they've been coming out. Marilyn's out there and a few of the other wives, and we started doing it and it goes really quick.
If I'm not down in South Carolina, I'll come down there.
Okay. And then just to bring you up to speed that our radio encryption process is almost complete. We're only lacking 2 vehicles, one because it's out at Chevrolet right now. And the other one would have got done, but Gary Green became ill last night, so he's gonna catch it here probably later this week. And we should be up to speed on that on the encryption. Other than that, I believe that's it for now.
Kevin?
I'm gonna ask if you allow us to close the city building on December the 19th from 12 to 1:30, so we can have a Christmas dinner for the utility employees, the police department. Andy, you're invited as well, and fire chief, and the council.
I'll make a motion that we allow them to close from noon to 1:30 on the 19th.
Okay, got a motion by Jack. Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a second by Gary. We call the roll, please.
David Tate,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. I do have one question. Do you have shrimp for Gary?
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm afraid the menu will be ham.
Here we go.
Sorry, Gary.
That's all right. I knew that was coming.
Cockroaches in the sea, right, Dave?
Okay.
Yeah.
All I got under general.
Okay. Building commissioner?
We had 6 building permits issued for the month, for a total of $300. And in the code enforcement side, we had 3 cases we had come to us, and they've all been cleared up and taken care of.
Anything else? Okay, we have the salary ordinance, which is ordinance 2024-07, which I introduced right now. And then I would entertain a motion to suspend the rules and regulation and move to third and final reading and adoption.
So moved.
Got a motion by Gary, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Tate,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Will you read by title only, please?
Yes. Ordinance number 2024-07, an ordinance of the Town Council of the Town of Centerville, Indiana, to fix the compensation of its own members, the town clerk treasurer, and the town marshal, and to provide reasonable compensation for the town officers and employees for fiscal year 2025.
Okay, motion carried. Next item is ordinance 2024-08, and this is the rollover for the employees to carry over their unused benefits. And I introduced that ordinance 2024-08. And then I would entertain a motion to suspend the rules and regulation and move to third and final reading and adoption.
Motion so made.
I have a motion by Jack. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Tate,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. Will you read by title only, please?
Ordinance number 2024-08, an ordinance of the Town Council of the Town of Centerville, Indiana, to carry over accrued holiday, personal, and vacation leave for certain employees.
The only other thing I will tell you, under Town General, yesterday I had the privilege of being in a 2.5-hour meeting with the incoming Lieutenant Governor, and I was really impressed with the meeting and his perspective. Most of it was dealing with Okra. There are going to be some changes that I think will actually benefit everybody, kind of back like several, I'll say about 20 years ago, the way it operated on that. And then he wants to have these meetings once a quarter to make sure that, you know, we're being serviced correctly and having an open door, so to speak, with him on these issues that he has. And so it was very good meeting we had yesterday, and very informative on some of the perspectives where his office is going with some stuff. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. I felt real good, you know, coming out of that meeting. Streets?
I submitted the asset management plan in mid-November. We did get a letter of certification back from them, so we'll be good to apply for community crossings in 2025 too. That's all I got in street.
Water and fire?
I have pay app number 2, which is for JG case in the amount of $528,633.11. I would like your permission to sign off on it and forward it on to SRF.
I would entertain a motion on Kevin's request.
So moved.
I got a motion by Gary. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Tate,
Aye.
Jack Botter, Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried.
Okay, you should also have a copy of pay app number 3, which is the final payment for the tower rehabilitation for a total of $16,100. I'd like your permission to sign off on it as well and get it.
I would entertain upon a motion of Kevin's request on the water tower.
Motion so made.
Got a motion by Jack. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Gary. Will you call the roll, please?
David Tate,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried.
Okay, and also in your packet, you have a copy of a scope of work certificate form for the service line identification. I would like your permission to sign off on it.
I would entertain a motion on Kevin's request.
So made.
Got a motion by Gary. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Tate,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried.
Okay, the water service line notice letters were sent out to all the residents in town. We've had a great response so far. A lot of them were able to identify what the lines are coming into their home. And there's others that has asked for assistance as we have time to help them determine what their line is. So it's probably gonna be spring before we get back into it, so we can open the pit and look on our end as well as gain entry into the home to look at what it's coming in. So we'll move forward with that. And the main project's still ongoing. It'll probably be after the holidays. If the weather permits, they will move on down to Sycamore and start. That's all I've got underwater.
Okay. I might add on that that was a topic also that we talked about yesterday with the Lieutenant Governor. Okra and SRF are not on the same timeline there, so if you need to get a grant for water and you need to borrow money, they were not in sync, and so that's one of the things he wants to put back in, so that if you do have, a municipality that has to do lead line or water, then they can go to SRF and they'll have them in the same, time frame, so that, you have to get it, and then you may have to wait to be eligible, because they do it by quarters, and so they're gonna try to put that back into where they both are in sync with each other, so you can go to SRF to get your money.
For the month of November, we had 54 runs, 39 medical runs, 11 fire-related, and 4 that fall into our other category. I have a little bit of an update on our new engine that we're speccing out. We've pretty well narrowed it down to one company, and I spoke with them today, and they kind of presented me with a way to save money, I guess, on the truck. So what we're going to look at doing is signing the contract for the truck a little bit earlier than we planned. What that's going to do is the manufacturer is going to be able to build it faster, because they're going to consider it a demo truck where they can take it around, show it to other fire departments and what they have to offer. It'll still be mocked up, still say Centerville Fire Rescue all over it. it won't affect our time of when we need to roll the bond from engine 17 to the new fire truck. So they'll probably have it for a month or two. And what that does, signing the contract earlier saves us money on the chassis and the build of the body. And then ideally, the truck will be on display at FDIC. FDIC is the largest, it stands for Fire Department Instructors Conference. It's held in Indianapolis every year in April. And to my knowledge, no fire department in Wayne County has ever had a truck on display at FDIC. So I thought that would be pretty cool for us.
So the hours or the miles they put on that, will they continue the warranty through that?
Yep, that's all in the contract. So they presented that. I had to take one of our trucks over there to get a little bit of service. Monday, I was over there the entire day Monday. It took a little longer, so one of their guys that lives in the area brought me back, and then I picked it up this morning.
Name of the company?
Donnelly Safety, they are the ones who built engine 17.
Mr.
So,
Books?
yep. The guy that I've been dealing with, his name's Jeff Murray. He's the guy that builds their trucks. So he presented that to me, and he was gonna run it through their bosses at Donnelly, and then the company is called Toyne, T-O-Y-N-E. They're out of Iowa.
You know, it's always something I always thought about that. Do we ever have any funding for things that you see while you're over there that might benefit our community?
At FDIC?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know that's where we picked up the lockers and some other things we've looked at, but I've seen some really nice innovations come out of that show 2 or 3 times I went.
And the best part about it, I mean, the truck will already be bought for us, obviously, but a lot of the companies over there, they have show pricing. So it's heavily discounted, and then we try to go towards the last day or two of the show. And then typically you can get a better deal on things because these companies don't, whatever they brought, they
don't want to take it back home with
them because they've already built it and everything for the show. So there's a few things that we're going to be looking at in April to benefit us. So. But nothing's set in stone, but I just wanted to give you that update. I should be meeting with Jeff Murray within the next few weeks. It may be even after the first of the year with final numbers on how much the truck's gonna cost.
Well, we had to make motions on that. You know of it, Dan, you know of that.
Pardon?
He's already got the authority to already move forward with that, so.
That's all I got. Thank you.
Gary?
Yes, I would like to get that adjustment in here. And it did go a pit problem, so we're gonna have to give them both water and sewer on the adjustment, since it didn't even get to the house. It's for 604 Willow Drive, and the total amount of water, $21.49, and sewer of $18.36. I'll make that motion, we make that adjustment.
Okay, got a motion by Gary to make that adjustment. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Have a second by David.
And that was also verified by Virgil.
Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried.
I do have one more thing, Dan, if you don't mind. We had a Christmas party this past Sunday, and if you guys didn't see it Facebook, Jimmy Lawrence was nominated as our firefighter of the year. The chief has always had nothing to do with that. It's always the past 3 winners who look over the department and they choose who they feel should be awarded that. So just want to make you guys aware Jimmy was nominated as firefighter of the year.
Yeah, pass that congratulations out.
Yeah. You know, when you showed up, they had shrimp.
Here we go again.
Yeah, you missed all that food here.
We're definitely going down the seafood line. That's all I have.
Okay. Wastewater, stormwater.
You should all have a copy of the proposed 2025 trash holiday schedule. I would ask if you look at that and approve it so I can get it mailed out in the water bills this month and we'll get it on the website.
I make a motion that we approve the new trash pickup schedule.
Did you even look at it?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, because I was worried about my pickup on January 1st, thank you.
And
I like that and the leaf pickup, so go right ahead.
I have a motion by Jack to approve the trash pickup for 2025
And the leaf pickup.
and leaf pickup. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Gary. Will you call the roll, please?
David King,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried.
Gary, I do know when my trash gets picked up, but I don't know when the leaves are gonna fall.
It's
buddy.
on the bottom of your, it's on the bottom of your paper there.
I do have a quote that I'll present, at the work session at the end of the month, as soon as I get it printed off to do a rate study on the trash and the wastewater, which hasn't been done in about 4 or 5 years now.
I think 6 years.
6 years. So-
And me and you've had this discussion several times over the last 10 years I've been here, that we need to make sure this happens more frequently, or we're gonna build a ticker in, because there's no reason I'm going 8 or 10 years or 6 years without some kind of adjustment. I'd much rather pay a little bit more 1 year and then not have to pay a biggest price, at 8 or 10 years.
Well, since you brought that up, what year are we on the trash truck right now? 3 or 4?
Well, actually, next year we should be ready to start pricing now.
So that'll be the 5. So keep that in mind.
They, with this comprehensive plan, and by the way, we will find out, I think, Friday, if we get funded for that. But in order to try to get a grant or anything for any of this, you have to have that comprehensive plan done on that. So that's one of the reasons why we couldn't do them earlier, because we had to have the comprehensive plan.
I wonder what happened to that truck that had his picture on the side of it before he won the election. We can take that. That'd be a nice donation. Talk to your friends for me, Dan.
But, and I just, used to, you could do your comprehensive plan just like on wastewater or water, whatever your need come up, and they made it all into one. You had to do all of it at once, now. And I think they're looking at maybe possibly changing that again, because if we just did a water project, but yet now we're back into the comprehensive plan again. And they, when you do them separately, then as your need comes around, it doesn't cost as much, and you can get those. So that's another thing that they were looking at, but we'll find out Friday, and hopefully we get funded for that.
Is our backup truck operable?
It's operable. For how long, I won't guarantee.
Why, you want to drive it?
No.
Is there anything else underneath wastewater? Don't know. Electric?
Well, we're waiting to hear back from the state on the agreement for our grant for the 12 kV upgrade. I did attend the EDC meeting yesterday. They gave us a favorable nod for a recommendation to the county commissioners for $142,000 towards our match. So we're making progress.
So as soon as we get the contract back signed, then we'll be ready to roll. Anything else under electric?
No, we're good.
Clerk, got anything?
No.
Then let me make this announcement. Our work session will be Monday, December the 30th, 2024 at 7 p.m. here in the council room. And we'll close out 2024 business and look forward to 2025. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn this council meeting for December the 11th, 2024.
Make that motion.
Got a motion by David. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Jack. Will you call the roll, please?
David King,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you for coming.